Justin joins us in Charlotte, North Carolina. Justin, you were on the Ken Coleman Show. How can I help?
Hey, Ken, how are you?
I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
Hanging in here. I appreciate you taking my call.
Of course. What's up?
Okay, so just kind of give you a little backstory. I'm 34 years old. Have a wife and 3 kids. So we're a single-income household. I took welding in high school because just to get out of class, and out of high school, I took into the welding career and been doing that ever since. I've been at the current job I'm at now for about 8 years. I'm grossing about $55,000 a year, but I just feel like I'm unappreciated, not heard, and I feel like I'm just a number. Just to kind of give you a backstory, a couple of weeks ago, I left the workplace in tears on a Thursday around 1 o'clock, and then didn't come back till Monday.
What happened?
Well, some things happened. I'm over a robotic welding division at work, and some things happened with some of the welds. We kind of got chewed out about it, and I tried to bring forth some kind of resolve to the issue. It was kind of brushed off, and there was some more chewing out and stuff like that, and then there were some things that happened that I felt like was done in secrecy. And I kind of asked them about it, and I was told it was my fault that we were in the shape that we're in, and that they were just basically taking action due to my error.
Well, did you agree with this, or do you agree that you made an error?
No, just to kind of give you a backstory, at the moment I had one employee, that was under me. He shows up to work every day late, so I spoke with my supervisor, and he and I agreed that we were going to write him up for being late every day, and that he wasn't going to be receiving any further training on the robotic system.
Okay.
And he and I agreed with that. And then the next day, he went back on his word and said that I shouldn't have done that because I was going to run off good help. I explained to him, how is it good help if he doesn't show up on time every day? And then this gentleman, the employee that's under me, is now being sent to Chicago for training, but was told not to tell me. And then when I asked about that, they said it was my fault because I should have already trained him. And, I brought up the fact that we had agreed, and I thought that we weren't going to train him until his attendance improved. And basically I was told that had I had people trained, they wouldn't have to step in and send people to training.
Yeah, so they ignored the fact that the kid's showing up late every day. They completely ignored it.
Yep. They said they didn't care. That was the owner's exact words. He didn't care.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
I mean, it's truly unbelievable. Why does anybody come in on time then?
Well, I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking.
Well, what's so special about this kid?
I'm not sure. He told me that was just the world we live in nowadays, that it's kind of hard to find help and that you can't run off good help and all this stuff.
I see. Okay, I see what's going on. Nothing special about this kid. There's this fear-based leadership.
Yep.
And so on paper, when you first approached your supervisor, like, of course, write this guy up. But then they started. Then word got around, or he changed his mind, or he goes, "What if this kid freaks out and gets his feelings hurt because he's a young guy, and these young kids don't like being confronted." How did your guy handle it when you wrote him up?
He took it well. I explained to him that he wasn't going to receive any training, and until his attendance improved, and that I understand things come up, and you may be late every now and then, but every day was unacceptable. He agreed, and he was civil about it. He didn't seem upset. And
was he on time the next day?
No.
So he wasn't even. He just sat there, and he basically the good news is he didn't get his feelings hurt. He just basically ignored you.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Why would he? By the way, he just got rewarded. He's just been told that he's going to get trained anyway. So you have zero authority over this kid anymore.
Yeah, I don't feel like I ever did.
You didn't. Your leaders undercut you because they're scared. The owner of this company is an absolute weakling. And see, this is what's wrong with culture, by the way, Justin. You got leaders that are afraid to lead because parents have been afraid to parent. So because he's not showing up on time, because his kid wasn't parented well, and that's exactly what happened.
Right.
And this kid's got no character. He never had to have a curfew, never had to show up and do what he was told. And so now he doesn't do it. And so the leader, instead of allowing you to lead, or maybe the owner sits down with this kid and go, hey, you got a lot of potential. I want to send to Chicago and get trained.
Right.
You got to show me you could be on time. The next 10 days, you need to be on time. And here's what's going to happen. I'm going to lead you. I'm not going to let you quit. I say you don't want to do that. So what does he do? Your bonehead owner has now literally broken your will.
Yes.
Shattered your confidence, undermined you, and he's going to end up losing an even better worker than the stupid kid. So I want you to replace that job as soon as you can. You are a welder. You probably have a lot more skills. I don't know why you called me. I'm going to get to your question because we're doing a lot of background, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're not staying in that place. Because if you stay in that place, what's left of your soul will seep out of your body in the next 30 days.
That's exactly how I feel.
I know.
I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but, I explained to the owner, I've got perfect attendance for the past 4 years there.
Right.
I try, I feel like I bend over backwards to do everything.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
They don't value you there.
I agree.
They value the wrong thing. So you know what? Screw them. Yeah,
Yep.
I said it. They don't deserve you. Now, you stay there because I don't want you to lose a paycheck. But you immediately find your number one job right now is to find another job. Is that why you called?
Yeah, because that's been my issue. I've been looking pretty regular for a while now, and everything seems to be lower pay and further away from me.
Well, keep looking. Don't you dare quit. You don't have an option.
Right.
You can't stay in this current environment and let your soul seep out of your body. Your mental, physical health is going to be affected. Your wife and kids will be affected. There's no option, so don't get discouraged. You live in a large metropolitan area, at least close to Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't tell me that there ain't a better paying welder job or a similar paying welding job than you have right now. You have to change. You don't have an option. This is serious business. Your heart is wounded. Your soul is seeping out of your body. You don't have an option to go, well, Ken, I've been looking. I'm not being tough on you. I
understand.
I am coaching you right now. You feel me?
Absolutely.
You got too much to offer. You keep looking. Shake the relationship tree.
Okay.
Don't just apply. You got me?
Yeah, absolutely. And
start doing some freelance stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. I've been doing some side work.
Good.
To carpenter work. I basically do anything that I can make good money on.
Great.
And I thought about just branching out and doing that.
Why not? But don't do it until you have 3 months of your current salary stored away. Then I would say go for it.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to leave the situation and be scrambling.
Right.
But if you've got 3 months minimum of your current salary in the bank, it's not an emergency fund. This is a floating fund. And you do this with side hustles, everything else, and you keep busting your butt trying to get a good gig, use your relationships, say, hey man, I'm here, I'm here. I can do this, I can do this. And so what we do is then you leave.
Okay.
After you got 3 months to where you don't have to worry about sleep for 3 months. You feel me?
Right.
Because you're good. And we try not to even use that 3 months, right? But we got it.
Right.
If we need to, so we're not stressed. And it's going to set you free, brother. You got to get free of these people.
Yep.
I wish I could do this. Dave Ramsey would never let me do it, and he shouldn't. But I wish I could call that boss right now on the phone and fire him.